One young lady said, "I would have stayed living at home longer." I think that's an answer that I feel like, especially in our community, we want to jump out here and be grown so quick, and everybody ain't ready for that. Like, you don't even realize that you ain't ready for that.
I ain't ready right now.
That's what I'm saying. Because the world be moving, bro. And then, like, right now, like, right 2024, I think this is a time when anybody that can stay at home should probably go back and stay at home.
I'm gonna encourage that though, like, for my kids.
Absolutely.
Like, listen, I'm about to set them up some shit anyway for, when they get older. But if you ain't ready, come back after college. If you need some time, come on back. Now you ain't finna just be sitting not doing nothing. We gonna be productive every day, but you ain't gotta worry about no bills. So you can get you a job, still stay here. If you ain't, got no situation going, neither one of y'all, then get your money up and then go, goddamn. But a lot of people, I think we talked about this episode.
Yeah, a couple times.
And he was like, they kick him out the house real quick. Yeah, my folks wasn't like that either. Like, no, hell no, come on back. Shit. When you ready, nigga, go. Yeah. Because people don't get that opportunity. So, that's a good
I'm 42 years old. My mama said it's still a room back there if you ever need to come home.
Yeah. When they young, would you give them like a age? I was talking to somebody this week, and they were talking about their kids are getting ready to go to college, and he's off rip. You got till 25. Like, 18, if you decide to go to school, you want to stay home, you got till 25 before we really start pushing you to get out of this house. I got you as a safety net, but at least I'm gonna give you that time to start building. But I gotta give you a deadline before you get too comfortable.
Well,
go ahead.
My thoughts. I don't think a kid will just get too comfortable.
I mean, that's what I was
like, because eventually it's gonna be a space situation. You know what I'm saying? Or it becomes an adult situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we know grown folks going to say, I'm the only grown person that live here. I'm the only person paying bills.
And it takes people just a little bit longer. Right? Yeah. Every kid isn't going to be the same. Like, and I can only go for me and my little brothers. Like me, I was ready to go as soon as I could. Right? My brother, it took him a little longer.
Yeah.
So it got to encourage and kind of bashing, but encouraging, you know what I mean? Like, bro, nigga, you gonna be, so I told you that one conversation, I told that nigga, you gonna be living with mama when you 30, nigga. You know what I mean? Nigga, hell no. So he got out of there at like 28, you feel me? But he didn't make 30. But like I said, sometimes it take people just a little longer. Opportunities don't come as quick as 25 maybe. And of course, I don't think nobody just wants to stay home because we weren't raised like that. And that's part of it too. Like you kind of raise your kid to, to want to like be on their own and want to have shit and not just be in the house, right? Because every day you're going to hear my mouth. Like every day is going to be, you're going to work, you're taking paper, you're doing this, you're doing that. Like I'm not kicking you out, but I want you to be working towards something. Right. I'm not going to give you a deadline though.
And a sit down conversation about success and what does it look like for them. You know what I'm saying?
That too.
Like what's your goals? What we working towards? Because sometimes it ain't necessarily about setting a number as far as like what time you need to be out of here. But let's talk about setting a number as far as like looking at the housing market, what a good down payment would look like.
Right.
Like let's work towards whatever your goals are. I can't tell you what you should be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should be looking for a house. But what if they don't want a house? What if they don't want to ever cut grass? What if they want to live in a high rise? Like, let's start looking. I think we get to a point, not we, sometimes as the parents or the adults, we get to a point where we start pushing things on them that, like, what were our dreams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you should be working a job and you should be at a job for 5 years. Like, that ain't necessarily the American dream. We talked about the American dream, right? That ain't the American dream no more. It's some people who will never want to purchase a home. You know what I'm saying? It's some people who like, I like the ability to move different places, right? I want to be able to just get up. If a job say, hey, you got a job here, I close out my lease or my, you know what I'm saying, my agreement, and then I move to whatever state that job is offered in.
Yeah.
So I think just being able to sit down and talk about goals, and then one of the things you said, like, again, My opinion. Knowing your audience, right? You know your kid at that point. They 20-something years old, you know who the fuck you dealing with. Some kids you need to give that type of reinforcement to, like, hey, 27, 3 more years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that was me. It wasn't
even your parents.
From me,
Yeah,
right?
it wasn't even your
I'm
parents.
the brother than coming from my parents.
Right.
That's probably a little more hurtful.
Yeah.
But me, like, man, you about to be a low life nigga. Like, knowing I know that's not gonna happen. But I gave examples of like my uncles who still live in my granddad's house who ain't shit, right? Of course my brothers weren't gonna be that. But I just want him to put that in his head, like, if not even
You could
for
be on that
yourself. Now I just gave you even more motivation because I know us. We want to prove each other wrong.
Right.
So, oh shit, you crazy. They're finna get on my shit and I'm finna be out of here. And shit, that's what he did. You know,
but then there's also the other kid who you gotta be like, hey, you're doing a good job out here.
No, yeah.
Because this shit is rough.
No.
So I see what you're doing. I see your plan. I see you putting it into work. You know what I'm saying? Be that encouraging word. And then there's other kids you don't have to say anything to.
Yeah.
You talk about it one time with them, and you can sit back and watch them building this shit. You know what I'm saying?
But to me, like, I think talking about at 12, 15, 18 years old, talking about, hey, I got you until you're 25.
Oh no, that ain't no conversation I'm having that early.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, either one of those children understands. If I don't need motivation, I'm gonna be out anyway. If I need some motivation, shit, I know this deadline is, let me start thinking about what my exit route is. So to me, just having the conversation, like, I got you, and I got you forever. But living in this house, rent free, as comfortable as it is, it's over at 25 or whatever your time is.
Yeah.
I think just talking about it, and I think with the root of what you all just said is the communication. Is talking about it and then kind of setting what the goal is, the expectation is, and then after that, it's holding true.
It's literally knowing your audience.
For sure.
Like, my daddy could have told me, hey, nigga, at 25, you need to. I would have took that way different because he know me. He know how I'm gonna handle shit. Like, I bet I got you. Little brother, it's a little more like.
But is it the way? It's just the way you say it, then, right? You can say the exact same thing differently.
Nah, because
Brandon, get your ass out at 25, or little brother.
Nah,
hey man, we're gonna help you build the funds to.
It ain't
at
that
25,
it's more defensive, right? Like I know my middle brother's gonna take a defense mode to it, right? So now what he's gonna do, even if he's not ready, he's gonna leave, fall on his face, and then have to come back. But that resentment may have him not even wanting to come back, and now it's a whole nother fucking path. You see what I'm saying? Like, knowing your audience is the key thing. Some people just aren't as like strong-minded as others. Like you have to know your kids. Like, that's just what it is. I know I can yell at my son, right? He may give me a little face or something and get right. I know if I yell at Madison, it's gonna be instant tears, right? I know how to come at them, and I know, like,
but that's what I'm saying. Because if you want Braylon to brush his teeth and you want Madison to brush her teeth, you can go fuss at Braylon, but you can come talk to Madison. Hey, I need you to brush your teeth because this is what's gonna breed gingivitis if you don't.
Yeah,
it's the same. It's the same intent, but it's the delivery.
I get what you're saying, but based off of this type of conversation, as far as getting out, you know that this.
But see, even that right there, getting out.
But I'm saying
stepping into your own
however you want to word it.
But it sounds different. I'm just saying it sounds differently when you talk to different people.
Put it the best way you want to put it. My point is, you know your kids. You know that, okay, you got Brandon, Marquise, and Ladarius. Brandon, he'll be all right.
Yeah.
Marquise, he may need just a little bit longer than 25, right? So you don't present that to him. You kind of just encourage him even on his way to 25, 26. You see what I'm saying? It's a little different. Baby brother, look, same thing. Kind of more of a, you can't have, you know who can do this and who can't, right? So I know he gonna need some more time. I know he'll be ready at this. I know he'll be good at this. You see what I'm saying?
I get that, and I understand it. I think about it though, like, if you never set an expectation for a child or a deadline, even if they land at 26, I know it's not going to be 25. Yeah. But at least I've given them something where it's closer to 25 than it is to 30, to 35.
No, I got you. So, and they definitely, he definitely has had those conversations. I don't disagree with what you're saying, But I was just saying in that aspect, like which child. Yeah.
To me,
You also have to. That child also has to understand that I need to show that I'm progressing, or we can have these conversations of what we're building towards.
When the conversation came, right? It wasn't never a deadline. It was, hey, you getting up? Like, hey,
But what if he is a deadbeat, ain't doing shit? Do you kick him out?
That's a different conversation.
That's a whole
Do you
different
kick him out?
conversation. It's not so.
You
my
can't-
parents never gonna kick us out.
Right.
They're never gonna do that. But my daddy,
And he ain't doing shit.
my daddy ain't going for the not doing shit though.
Right.
He gonna make this time.
But if he don't,
it ain't no. If he don't, it ain't no.
you can't make somebody get up and go to work.
Yes, you listen.
If you're gonna stay here, you will.
Exactly.
But see, that's the thing.
No, but
No,
make him make a
I'm not
decision.
kicking you out.
No,
I'm
you make
letting
him make a
know-
decision.
yeah,
that's it.
you
Yeah.
like you're gonna have to work.
I can hear that.
But the thing is, like, you can't say I'm gonna kick you out. He's not working.
Yeah.
Kick him out so he can do what?
Yeah, he's
So
not.
that's the thing though. If I'm trying to help you get a job, I'm trying to help you work, and you're not doing it, do you put him out, or do
But-
you just let him be a freeloader?
See, but you added a little something. You tweaked it a little bit.
Yeah.
See, you went from you ain't doing nothing. Now if I'm putting effort there and you're
Yeah,
not,
you-
then that's a
that's
different conversation. That's a
Take
different
it
conversation.
away. I'm not helping you or trying to set you up.
Yeah.
I tell you need to get a job, and you put no effort into it.
That's
you stay
I
here.
feel like that's a different type of raise because we don't even. Nigga, I just told you I'm still on the family phone. I don't even like paying that nigga because I don't want to hear his mouth. I do it. That's the only reason. The way my pops is set up, nigga, you don't want to hear that nigga mouth. So you either gonna leave on your own and not be shit, because you definitely not gonna be here and not be shit and listen to that shit. We just not. That ain't us. It ain't like that. Like I don't know I don't know nobody. I'm sure it happened. They parents is on their ass and they just shut the fuck up, dad, and close the door and just not do shit.
See, what I've seen is some children, like, you understand what your parents will do, so they can raise hell all they want, but I know what you're not gonna do, and I know what you are gonna do. So come on, yell all you want. You still gonna buy whatever. You still gonna pay my car note. You still gonna do this. So that's what it's
The
like.
only thing you can do is live here. I guarantee you.
It's things
My
to take
dad-
away.
my dad
like I can make living here a hell for you.
Exactly. That's
I
what I
can
was
make
just
it hell
gonna
for
say.
you.
Well, see, parents have to stand by
We
that.
would cook for two.
Yeah.
Nigga, I don't know how you getting. If you got a car, I don't know how you paying for that.
I don't know how you put
getting
gas
gas in it.
Yeah.
But listen,
Alright.
yeah.
I hear that.
Nigga,
That ain't-
your best bet is to just try to do something now, nigga.
But that's
Yeah, you
what I'm
just-
saying.
you
Let's go
make
ahead and
life
talk
tough.
about this at,
Yeah, no,
at
and I
18.
don't agree. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with you.
So honestly, I still don't feel like it's an 18 conversation
Fuck.
because 18 you could be headed out. How I'ma tell you at 18, hey, at 25 that's your cutoff.
Well,
Bro,
We don't even know what he's about to
ain't
do
know
at
what-
18.
nigga,
He don't
I
even
think-
know.
yes.
Like like think about you at 18.
Nobody-
Did you
but
say
that's how much comfort you should have to be able to do whatever you want to do, because you know you can come here.
yeah, but and that would be more of my conversation. Hey, you know you can always come back home. I can't say at 18 telling my kid at 18, hey, at 25, that's it. That's all I got for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take y'all my home,
some people say it
insurance.
for 18. When you
Yeah,
turn 18,
it's people
bro.
who
I don't
18
think- I don't think that's-
into the world.
Yeah, that's-
so I
but
think
people
it,
do
I think
that.
it's
Especially in today's
And that
society
shit
where
sets you up
everybody
for
getting
failure.
baby.
because realistically, could you say at 18, at 25, what you was gonna be doing?
No, but in my mind, I would have been making sure I was working for not being at home at 25.
Yeah, but that was it's still a level of comfort. Like in my opinion, just my opinion, why put that level? Like in my mind, it feels like now I got this hard deadline where at 25, if I don't know what the fuck I'm about to be doing, I might be out on the street because the Lord ain't gonna let me come back home. What the hell am I
And
gonna
that's
do?
what I'm
Now
saying.
I'm out here selling drugs and peanuts.
But
trying
see,
to get
my mind would, and I can only speak from my mind. My mind would think, all right, 7 years from now, I need to have enough established for myself. What are the things I need to do to get to that point where I don't need to come home at 25?
And you can have all those things in your mind, right?
Right.
But that don't mean they're gonna come to fruition.
And I'm not saying, just like I said, your parents may know, say 25, and 26 happens and you're still there.
But we talking about the real. We talking about the real parents that saying real 25.
At 25. Hey, them too.